Follow this wave. I don't wanna play the games you play. I don't want you to leave, I just wanna make you stay. Because I love the way your body day, okay? Follow this wave. I don't wanna play the games you play. I don't want you to leave, I just wanna make you stay. Because I love the way your body moves.
Right. Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm. We are live. We are live. I don't know. Do we look centered? Like, does it look even? Look like we balanced? Oh, man. I wasn't sure.
I'm looking at it on YouTube right now.
No, I was saying, does it look slanted? I wasn't sure, but appreciate it.
I don't know. I thought this was Burna Boy behind this.
What's up? Welcome to Lagos Traffic.
0 to 100 on the table. He's not fully prepared.
I'm not at all.
You're giving.
How's everybody doing? Welcome to Lagos Traffic. We are back for another episode.
Pew, pew.
How's everybody doing? Love y'all too. Love you too. Love you too. Hey, everybody. Hey, everybody. Sorry, I should be looking at the camera, not there. But hey, everybody.
And then his voice changes too. Hey, everybody. Hey, everybody.
Nah, my voice changes on. I don't know what the.
Before we came on camera, it was like, "Hey guys, what's going on?
It was not like that. Don't even
Let's talk
try
about
me.
the subject today.
Don't even try me. Hey, y'all.
What's on the podcast today, man?"
Now my voice can get high
Yeah,
when I'm upset.
when he's watching his sports team lose. Like,
Yeah,
turn out the TV, man.
not like that.
40 shit down.
Don't do that.
And I always say different people from different parts of America, they talk different, right? Like you from New York, and then you be like, damn, B, like, actually, how do they talk from New York? Word to my mother, son.
Yo, son.
Yo, son, for real, for real?
Yeah.
They always like, for real, for real? That's how they talk, like, for real,
Yo,
son?
son. Word to my mother,
Yo, let me talk to you right quick, son.
Yeah.
You watch Kanan?
No,
If you watch Kanan, this is Power Book 3 behind 50 Cent. You know what I'm talking about. Kanan himself. He be like, yo, I'm gonna try to go because his regular voice is completely different, right? But this is how he talks, bro. He be like, yo, what you say? What you talking to my mother? Yo, why you always talking to my mother like this, son? Like, why you always want to come and talk about my mother? And they don't know how to put a TH in where it's supposed to go. They put a V right there.
But
Shout out to my fault. Yo, you my baby fault.
You can say the same thing about down south.
No.
They don't put there's certain words that they don't pronounce it.
Yeah, but you can't say
like both of
both of them.
Both of them.
Mm-hmm. Both.
You mean both? Both?
The one that I got really confused about when I got back. The one I got really confused about when I got back was when I heard fixing. I'm fixing.
I'm fixing her.
And then us black people, we say I'm finna. FINNA. So I'm over there like, am I supposed to say I'm fixing to? Like country people? Like welcome to the South. Can I get some hash browns and can I get some cornbread? Because I'm fixing to eat right now. I'm finna tear. And then you go to the hood, right? And you be like, hey, ain't nothing. I'm finna just tear this. I'm finna tear this Henny up right quick. You know what I'm talking about? So in Atlanta, it's always like, what's happening? What's happening, dog? What happening, big dog? That's it. What's happening, big dog? Hey, big dog.
So,
hey, where we at tonight, big dog? And then New Orleans. Yeah, baby. What you say, baby? They draw that thing. What you say, baby? Son.
Bro, I thought I put it on mute.
Now you got the New York out of me right now, son.
Mabidu.
Yeah. That's the average. That's a Nigerian way to say, don't be upset. Mabinu. But yeah, we were talking about Super Bowl.
Yeah. They were saying we were talking about how everybody liked the Super Bowl. Well,
Yeah, Kev, you know about Raising Canaan. What you say about my mother? Yo, why you always gotta talk about my mother like this? Like you gonna do something?
That's how 50 Cent rap though.
That's how Kanan, like the dude that's playing.
Yeah,
50
I know.
Cent, 50 like Kanan be like, Yo, why you always gonna talk about my mother like you going through something? He sings when he's talking.
Yeah,
Yeah, why you always got like
he never opened his mouth.
word to my mother, yo.
He never,
Like
that dude never opened his mouth.
yo, famous. You talking about my mother like that? Man, they always close their mouth when they talk. It's aggressive too when they talk. New Yorkers are aggressive.
I think the most popular New York voice that came out was Pop Smoke. Pop Smoke voice was Pop Smoke. From New York, from New York.
No,
from New York.
Why you diss 50 like that?
Nah, bro.
Mace.
I said voice. Their voice. I didn't say I didn't say their music.
Ja Rule's voice, Jada's voice, Jay-Z's voice.
Pop Smoke's voice is
no. You can say he's one of the most recognizable voices, but when people are talking about the accent and the voice of New York,
I'm not talking about the general. I'm talking about right now. The most popular one that came out of New York was Pop Smoke.
What does that mean?
I'm saying that his voice, the way he sounds, his sound.
Where was DMX?
I'm not saying I'm not saying they're not great.
You say Pop Smoke is the best
right now? Yeah. Yeah, right now. When you hear his
guys
music,
come in the comments,
I've been hearing people trying to imitate.
He imitated literally DMX and 50. He said this. Rest in peace, Pop. And you cannot be the originator if you've copied off somebody else.
And if you make it your own, you can.
No.
Yes, you can.
Because you've already paid homage. You've already paid homage to people you stole from.
Okay, so
get in trouble.
Same
Why
thing goes for Michael Jackson then.
What happened to Michael Jackson?
Michael Jackson didn't learn how to dance like that just by natural born gift.
Okay. What dance move is Michael Jackson known for?
The moonwalk.
Nobody else did it before him.
Yes, people did do it before. No, there was a guy that did it before him.
No, it was James Brown that did it to the side. Michael Jackson.
So he made it his own.
No,
right?
I just asked you.
But no, my point is
one original move is called the moonwalk.
But where did he get it from?
Himself.
He didn't get it from himself. He had to. He looked at somebody. He looked at somebody do it, and then
who was the person? And that person couldn't become famous.
He is famous.
Okay, who was the person?
I was about to say Bobby Brown. Oh my God. I was about to say Bobby Brown.
The Instagram live got shut down. Go to this dude is on crack.
I mean, James Brown.
James Brown never did the moonwalk.
But there was moves that he did that influenced the moonwalk.
I said,
it influenced.
Who has done the moonwalk?
And I said he did not come up. It didn't just come to it. It didn't just come to him out of the blue.
Why do you think they call Michael Jordan Air Jordan? His airness, the greatest ever. Why? Why do you think they call him that?
Because when he dunked, it seemed like he was gliding.
But other people did it before him.
But they did not do it like he did it.
So who's the originator?
There was nobody gliding except one person.
Jesus?
Nope, Dr. J. Well, it started with a J, but it was Dr. J. Dr. J.
Dr. Dre.
Not Dr. Dre. Dr. J. He played for the 76ers, and when the ABA merged with the NBA.
You giving them history lessons?
You know, I had to real quick.
Right. What's his real name?
Julius Erving.
Oh, brother, I'm impressed.
Thank you.
Okay.
Thank you.
Does he have any championships? Now I'm digging too deep. Where
no. He has. Yeah, he does. He does.
I don't think Dr. J gets enough love that he
deserves. Yeah, I'll agree with that.
He wasn't a boring player. He was a game changer, an innovator.
Yeah,
he did moves that nobody had ever seen. Remember that infamous behind the
behind the backboard,
and how he was dunking on people.
Yes.
I think he had a personal beef with the Lakers. I think he's dunked on so many Lakers. So my question to you right now is, who was better, him or Michael Jordan?
Well, Michael Jordan.
But who was that? Who was the dunking way before Michael Jordan was doing all these dunks?
Julius.
So when you talk about
who influenced? But
when
who
you talk about rock the cradle, when you talk about rock the cradle dunk, who comes to mind?
Jordan.
Because nobody else done it. Nobody else did it before him.
Julius.
Rock the cradle.
Julius.
No, Julius didn't rock the cradle. That's not rocking the cradle. That's a windmill. And you know the funny thing is, I wonder how these basketball analysts were coming up with these names when they saw it happen. When somebody threw up an alley-oop for the first time. Because if you watch this movie with Will Ferrell, it's called Semi-Pro.
Mm-hmm.
And had Andre 3 Stacks. We're going to get into Andre 3 Stacks right after this.
Yeah.
And they said Will Ferrell had gotten knocked out or something happened to him. And then when he was knocked out, he was unconscious. He had his mom You know, and if you don't know, Will Ferrell's white, but when he is unconscious, his mom is Patti LaBelle. And Patti LaBelle is like, I came up with this thing that is going to guarantee you're going to win this game, and it's called. You just throw it up.
Oh, and
yeah. So when they did it the first time, the whole arena went quiet, and they was like, "What in the F bomb is that?" And somebody called travel. They didn't know what to call, so they called travel, right? So with evolution, right?
Mm-hmm.
A lot of these things became what they are right now.
Yeah, and so that's why
people that were shooting from like the 3-point line before there was even a line there.
Right, and so that's why I said Michael Jackson. Yes, he started the moonwalk. He started the moonwalk.
He created the moonwalk.
He started it. But it came from the idea from James Brown. You know what James Brown was doing with the feet movement?
Yeah.
He was the first person he invented footwork.
And you know why I'm arguing with you? And you know I'm arguing with you so passionately about this? I just watched a James Brown documentary on Friday. So I know for a fact that when James Brown saw Michael do the moonwalk, James Brown was saying, he got that from me. I could do this. And then he got up and he did his to the side. He never went back.
I'm not saying he invented the moonwalk, but I'm saying that
inspiration.
Thank you.
There's a difference between where it came from and who inspired you.
But
use the word inspiration. Don't use where he got it from.
But Michael said, Michael even
said, our sound engineer driving a Bentley today, right? I'm like, this car is nice, right? And I come in next Sunday and she sees me pull up with a Bentley. Guess what she did? She inspired me to get the Bentley. I didn't get it from her. I didn't get the idea from her because I saw her in the Bentley. I could have just said, you know what? I want a Range Rover. But I got in the car. I'm like, you know what? This is nice. Let me do some shit that she don't have. But let me tint my windows.
So that's my point.
Now, when you look,
that's my point. But that's my point.
Hold on. When you look at her Bentley, is her Bentley tinted?
No, maybe not.
My Bentley's tinted. And guess what the whole world's going to say? He has the first ever tinted Bentley. But what did you do though? You took the original. No. You took the original and made it better. Inspiration comes from all over the place.
You took the original and made it better.
Drake has stolen how many people's flow? Allegedly. Allegedly. The dude that's playing Kanan, who inspired him to get that voice? 50.
Yeah.
Did he get it from 50?
Yeah.
Okay. The Super Bowl performance for a lot of people had, they had mixed emotions. Some people said it felt like a marching band was on stage. Some people felt like Usher should have brought out a lot more people. You have to almost remind people that this is not a concert, but they're on a timely, let's get as many hits out as possible. I want to start off by saying
all the hits out.
This proves his legacy. Exactly. That proves his legacy.
But I wanted him to replace some songs with some certain.
I wanted to hear "You Make Me Wanna."
Yep.
That was what kind of catapulted.
You remind me. Should have been there.
You're right. But that's another thing. That's another thing I was going to get onto.
We're so critical.
I believe us Black Americans are way too critical of our people instead of just seeing it, enjoying it, and leaving it as it is. My brother was upset over the fact that
we can't enjoy and critique it.
Why should we critique something that was already beautiful?
Because
that means you're nitpicking.
Don't we always compare things, right? So
let me ask you.
If we're comparing, if I want to compare this performance to other performances that were great,
okay,
then yeah, I'm gonna be critical.
And this is how I'm gonna blow your mind. And I need you to be honest. You went to church today. Be very honest. The people that you're going to compare that performance to, they're all going to be Black people. Because if I ask you right now, how was Taylor Swift's Super Bowl?
She didn't have one. She hasn't had one, has she?
Huh? Has she talking about?
I don't know if she has.
See, exactly. You're proving my point. We don't care for the other races, but we want to criticize our own people.
I didn't see it.
That's my point. You didn't see it because she's white. That's why you didn't see it.
No, it's because I just mostly.
Did you see Usher and Justin Timberlake and Janet Jackson?
No, I didn't see that performance.
You didn't even see the highlights.
I saw the highlights.
Okay,
yeah.
So you saw why it was controversial.
Yeah, because
apart from Usher's halftime performance, what was the last one you watched?
What was last year?
Last year was
50 Cent, and then the one before that one was Rihanna.
Did you watch that one? No, Rihanna was last year.
The
year before that was Drake.
That was Jay-Z.
So you watched Rihanna.
Yeah.
You watched Drake.
Yeah.
Okay. And you didn't watch Taylor Swift.
No.
You didn't watch One Republic.
Because the reason why.
Yes or no?
No.
Just yes or no.
No. No.
Exactly. See, and this is what we black people do. Instead of us admit that we are narrow-minded.
The only times I usually ever do watch the halftime performances, is when when I watch the Super Bowl with other people.
And the other
if
people
if I watch the Super Bowl by myself,
which you would never do.
I will.
No, you don't.
Yes.
I've known you your whole life.
Bro, I've watched the Super Bowl by myself.
And who will perform halftime?
I don't know because I don't watch it. I don't.
You hear what he said? He said, "I watch it by myself, but I don't know who performed because I didn't watch it."
I said I watch the Super Bowl. I don't watch the commercial. I don't usually don't watch the commercials.
We're not talking about the commercials.
No, I'm just saying period because even the commercials in the Super Bowl are iconic.
Of course.
Right. That's why I'm mentioning it.
But let's be real.
I don't use the only thing I usually
big
watch.
For one thing, the halftime performance. That's what makes it what it is.
Yes.
So when it is bigger than the game. Let's be real.
To me, it's always been the game.
For diehard, if I'm a Falcon and my Falcon are playing the Patriots, then I care more about my team winning than that. But
that's my point.
And Lil Wayne has already put his bid in. Like, I need to be the headliner, and we're going to watch it, and we're going to come up with something.
Most likely, if I'm sitting down with other people, most likely, yes, I'm going to watch it.
Yes,
if I'm
at home, sitting down with are black, right?
Yeah.
Okay. And black people are going to watch black performers.
But my point is, you're saying that the only reason I'm watching it is because they are black.
That's the main reason.
That is not why I'm watching it.
That's the main reason.
No, that's not the main reason I watch it. Because, like I said, if I watch the Super Bowl by myself, most likely when it's in the halftime period, I'm not watching. I
don't know why he doesn't want to admit to that. Because I'm admitting to it and we're black. I'm saying
my point is, I'm not criticizing him because he's black.
No,
I'm criticizing to the Super Bowls that I have seen.
Which are what? Mention the other ones.
Yes, they're black. But like I said, the reason why. The reason why I watch those is because I'm in a group of people that want to watch it.
You're right.
For example, this performance. If I was not with y'all on Super Bowl Sunday watching it, I most likely would not have watched it. No, because I'm telling you, I really don't care about the halftime show.
I will agree with him because I've been at home and I think it was the Rihanna performance. I was in the sunroom and I was doing my thing and my wife was watching. She was timing it for this halftime. And as soon as the halftime started, she prompted me because she was making so much noise. I wanted to see it. So I'm not going to say that he's lying in the sense that if he was by himself, I don't even think he would watch the Super Bowl. I'm being honest. Even though he says he does,
I may not.
You are in the heat of the argument or the debate. You said you would.
Yeah. No,
yes. Exactly. No, but the reason why you would get called, I don't mean to cut you off.
Go ahead.
The reason why you'd get called to watch the Super Bowl, we got called to our cousin's place to watch the Super Bowl.
Right.
Because we're not football fans.
Well, I do watch football.
Are you a football fan?
Yes.
You are.
I have a favorite team. So yeah, I'll say I'm a fan.
Okay, I'm a basketball fan. I'm a soccer fan. I don't know anything about football. I don't care to know.
You remember I was even helping you with your pick.
You did, and I lost.
Well, you lost because the running back messed you up.
I'm trying to blame this motherfucker. He's trying to throw it back on. Okay, we lost. How about that? We lost together. But when I said this, I'm also going to say this to you right now. Sometimes putting the truth in each individual's face can come out as it being an attack. When I say we're too critical, I mean that and I stand on it because it happens in every category. If we talked about a concert you went to, if you talked about a club you went to, a birthday party you went to, we always find something to call out. It's more prominent in Black women. And I don't mean to call Black women out, but then Black men, because Black women or women in general are way more communicate. They talk more. We can see something that bothers us and be like, couldn't be me. Put our hands in our pocket, turn around and keep it moving, right?
Right.
A girl will call her homegirl and say, you won't believe this shit. This girl's hair is effed up, or I'm at this concert and it is bull. But you can go to another racist concert and everything's jacked up, but they're having the best time of their lives because they're not worried about the imperfection. They're worried about like right there and then. And I'm not saying this to every Black person. I need to make that clear, but I have to group us. We're a group. Yeah, exactly. We're too critical. Usher did his thing. Exactly. We give LeBron all of this leniency of being 40 years old and doing all of this for 82 minutes. But you don't see LeBron jumping. I mean, he does jump up and down, but he rests a lot too. Go back and watch his games now. Usher has no chance to rest because he is the LeBron James for that whole halftime.
I didn't say it was a terrible performance. I'm just saying that for me, I think he could have. Yeah, there were songs that I think there were hits that I think he could have.
You need to go to Ticketmaster.com, buy his concert ticket, and I promise you, every song that you want him to sing, he will be singing it. But when he's on that stage, right, and he only has maybe 20 minutes to do what he needs to do. Exactly, his legacy, his iconic legacy.
I'm not saying it's upset. All I'm saying is that if I had a choice, I would prefer certain songs to certain songs.
Okay, so you just being a personal fan over if Michael Jackson was to perform and say he left out Thriller, right? And that was one of your favorite songs.
And he put in Dirty Diane. I would have been like, he could have put in Thriller in place of Dirty Diane.
Okay, so it's a personal opinion then,
yeah.
Right? Because if we took that same question, we took a survey, and like 80% say they wanted Usher to sing the songs that he sang, and then the other 20 said, "Well, I wish he sang something else." You know, those are people that just need to go to his concerts.
I didn't say his performance was bad. His performance was good. I enjoyed the performance. I'm just saying that I prefer certain songs over certain songs.
We need to also just practice. I'm going to we need to practice just when we see a performance, even if there's some things that you didn't like about it, keep that to yourself, applaud the situation, make that person look good because that person is putting so much work.
I don't even think anybody said the performance was bad.
I heard people say it was bad. They said it was bad.
Oh, I didn't.
They said it felt like so many people was on the stage. It was this, it was that, it was this, and you can't compare Usher's performance to like Rihanna's last year. Rihanna was pregnant, right? So she was either taking a lot more caution than she probably would, and she's not that kind of performer. We can start off with that. If you go all the way back, I believe it was when The Weeknd performed in Tampa. His performance was iconic. Go back and watch his too.
Who's?
The Weeknd. He's a very good performer.
I didn't see his.
I didn't see his because I watched the Super Bowl. I went back and watched Super Bowl performances. I went back and watched the Michael Jackson Super Bowl performance. He had where everybody in the stadium, this is when they had Super Bowl in the daytime. Bro, it was literally like 2 or 3 o'clock in the afternoon, and they were doing the Super Bowl halftime commercial. And around the whole arena, his last song and the song that was way dear to him was Heal the World. Make it a better. Mm-hmm. He had every race of children, like they drew it up and fans when you're in a stadium. You know how you can flip things and make it into an image?
Yeah.
He had it all over. His performance was legendary.
Mm-hmm.
This was, he pretty much took all of his music videos and he was already a really good, he was already a good performer, but when you can make him perform in increments, like he did the Billie Jean, and everybody knew he was focused on the moonwalk, right? And then the Heal the World and all the other stuff. So then we were talking about, Usher's album, right? And some people had their mixed opinions about it. I heard it was good.
Well, yeah, that's where I heard it was bad. I heard that I was hearing people saying that they didn't like it because he was basically it wasn't the Usher that we knew.
Mm-hmm.
They were saying it wasn't the Usher that we knew and we grew up listening to.
Do we have any artists that still makes that same type of music that they were before and still
name an artist that's out that was back in the day?
We can talk about Beyonce. We can talk about Neo. We can talk about
Neo. I haven't heard his new one. The last one I heard was the one where he had T-Pain and Trey Songz on the song.
Mm-hmm.
That was the last one I heard.
Neo has upgraded from because the way we listen to music
usually sounds the same to me.
You're right. He has his pop and he has his strict R&B, and sometimes he can tap to neo soul,
right?
Because of You has nothing to do with So Sick. They're both they have two different type of
but that's what we grew up listening to with Neo.
But
I'm saying that
Neo has progressed with the way music is being made right now. If you could tell me right now an R&B male artist, not the old school like the Trey Songz, Breezy, Music Soul Child, D'Angelo. Give me an artist that's right now.
Like him.
And I'll give you Brent Faiyaz. Brent is he tries to keep that same because I was having this discussion with a couple of friends. I think he was probably then. I was like, who are male R&B artists out there right now? And we flirt with that R&B by calling a pop artist an R&B artist. Because if we go back and we listen to Babyface, John B, we listen to 112, we listen to Jagged Edge. We not Jagged Edge as a group, because I believe when Jagged Edge when they had their hits, Let's Get Married, most of these were pop songs. Right. But if you go back to 112 Cubic, if you go to Boyz II Men, when they're singing these songs, I'll Make Love to You, Water Runs Dry, On Bended Knees, these are R&B songs. Right. Mention one of those songs that are being played or an artist that's making that kind of music right now.
I'll have to go to my playlist.
What's his name? He has a song with her. He's like dark skinned. He got dreads.
I don't know who this is. Snoop Dogg. Dark skin with.
Hold on, I have to look it up. It's in my.
I can't.
No, he sang. He sang a song. Oh crap. Okay, y'all got to bear with me because I got to find this dude. Now that you.
Bruno Mars and Beyonce's performance was during the daytime. I must have missed that. It was performance. Yeah, it's people out there, but I remember this. Yeah.
Khaled.
Oh, Khaled is nice, but Khaled does a lot of pop too. Oh, okay. He does a lot of pop, and I'm talking about, if you listen to Musiq Soulchild's album back then, all of his hits were still not pop songs. Right. They were still R&B songs. Maybe we were living in a very R&B era back then, because So Sick, I Can't Help But Wait by Trey Songz. Who else am I missing? These R&B artists, Chris Brown, Genuine. Tank, Tank. You had Maybe I Deserve, and these were men that were Jaheim, Just in Case. Yeah, Jaheim.
Did you say Holiday?
Jay Holiday, even though he tried to come. You see, another thing. Jay Holiday tried to come back. His outfit was not on par, but he was the laughing stock of like the whole social media.
It was because even when he was singing, it wasn't he didn't sound like he used to. Because he most likely he was just popped out of bed and was like, okay, I'm trying to make a comeback.
He's like a cutoff.
He looked like he just popped out of bed.
It looked like Georgia Power called and said, "You got 2 more days." He said, "Let me go ahead and concert." Jacquees. He does a lot of. Is it Jacquees or Jacquees?
Jacquees can't sing to me. I'm sorry.
Oh.
I like
his songs are catchy. I ain't gonna front. His songs are catchy.
But, yeah, you're right, Kev. I didn't mean to forget about Tank, because Tank was actually a backup singer to Aaliyah. Yeah, he has a whole. I don't think he got as much. Case. Joe has a catalog out this world.
He's underrated. Joe is
you know what kept Joe's lights on? Look. If you watch Power, he was the one that sang in Power. So,
but you got to realize he has.
I don't want to be a player.
He has underhit.
That lasted one day when Trey Songz did
he tried to read.
Power.
Fast forward. I was fast forward.
This is what I mean when I say you can't mess with black people, because they went straight to 50's page.
They're like,
and said,
bro, what's this?
We give you one more episode.
What's this trash that you got in the beginning of your show?
Yes. No.
But Joe has this voice.
This is a rich world. When you hear that, yeah, Power's about to come on. Not when Trey Songz coming on and he's singing his. Yes.
Like, what all God's green earth is this? No, they mess with you, but not with that song.
I think Trey Songz was waiting by his phone for 50 to call him.
Do you know what that proves?
And say, "Hey, player."
Do you know what that proves? Trey Songz can't sing a Joe song.
That doesn't prove that.
Trey Songz cannot sing a Joe song.
He didn't sing Joe song. He made his own version of Power. They're two.
You cannot sing a Joe song.
You're right, because they're two different. They sing 2 different ways.
But that's what I'm saying. You know how many songs Joe has his hands in?
Can Beyonce sing a Mariah song? No. But that other Latino girl, she always had the. She can't.
He can sing Mariah's song. Exactly. Yeah.
So it
maybe not as good as her, but
I believe Christina Aguilera can sing Mariah's songs. It depends. Yes.
You want me to tell you why?
Don't sleep.
No. Thank you. That's why I say Mariah don't sound like a black woman. Mariah does not sound like a black woman. When I say black woman, I'm talking about somebody that goes to church.
That's
Mariah
Whitney.
does not sound like
Whitney.
That's Whitney.
You cannot put all black people in the same category with their voice.
I'm not. That's not what I'm.
Whitney.
We were just comparing.
Okay, Whitney.
We were just saying
Beyonce.
Yes.
And then you have those like Sierra, Aaliyah people, and Janet Jackson. Janet Jackson, Aaliyah, and Sierra. They can sing, but they can't blow. Beyonce can.
They can hold a tune.
Yeah. And their voice is always because
slow. They low.
If they try to do that little,
they'll bust the.
Timberland is saying Aaliyah, rest in peace, Aaliyah. Timberland is saying chicka chicka baby girl. That's what he's saying, like baby girl. He's trying to say that voice, and then Sierra too. Sierra can never hit that.
No.
You know what I'm saying? Exactly.
But there are some people that are they're not even singers. They're just great performers.
You're right.
They can hold a tune and they're great performers.
Yes.
Great performance.
Yeah,
Thank
exactly.
you.
But she cannot hold a note like Beyonce can.
No, she can't. She can't hold a note.
Hold a note like Mariah can.
No, not even. No.
Mariah can and has.
No, like Whitney.
No. Before you try to battle it, they have a song together.
And it's Whitney.
No. Because
just because Mariah goes every single time, don't mean she sing better than Whitney.
I'm not saying that. I said Mariah can hold a note like Whitney. I didn't say she was better.
Okay.
She can.
Like Whitney?
Yes. Let me tell you something. When I hear Keisha Cole, when I hear Mary J. Blige, when I hear... Thank you.
Okay,
They sing with pain.
Yeah, because they've been cheated on their whole life.
Oh, my God. Shut that up.
Am I lying? They've been cheated on every single time. They ended up with the bad guy. Mariah, I said Mariah.
Mary.
Mary J. was with...
Mary J. Yo, shout out to Mary. Why they always say, yo, what's up with Mary, yo? Yo, and they also say, yo, you heard that new Ciara? What is it, Ciara Miss? Yo, it's Ciara.
Well, oh, shit.
You was talking about...
Okay, yeah. Look. Damn, I really forgot.
But yeah, Mariah can hold... You were talking about Keisha Cole and
Keisha Cole, yeah.
Mary.
You know, Mari was dating who was Mari's ex-boyfriend?
Jodeci?
JoJo.
JoJo.
JoJo. And what was JoJo? It's not funny, but what was JoJo doing to her? He was abusing her. Yeah, and that's where all that pain.
But Mari is like 40-something years, 50-something years old.
But guess what? Sometimes...
K. Michelle. Yes.
Exactly. Sometimes pain don't just go away like that. It musters.
Where would you categorize... You're right. But Lauryn Hill.
Oh no, Lauryn Hill is up here. She's past Mary and all them. I'm sorry.
Do we have another female artist that has rapped?
Lauryn Hill. The thing that's bad about Lauryn Hill is that she's late to all her performances,
and that's the worst. Always nappy.
That was just tasteful.
You're wrong.
That was just unnecessary.
Okay, her hair is not always nappy. She's always...
I haven't seen her lately, so I don't know. I have no comment on that.
She's all over the place with the new Bob Marley movie, which I heard is phenomenal.
Bro, it looked amazing. I haven't seen it. I do want to go.
I'm going to wait till it comes out on one of the streaming services.
That's true. It's going to come out soon.
Yeah,
most likely Disney.
HBO. No, HBO.
Oh, HBO. Well, it's between the two of them.
They partners.
Yeah. We all know that you get the remnants of what comes out.
I don't even think Netflix shows a lot of movies that just come out from theaters.
No.
Yeah. They their own world.
And when they do, it's like 50 years later.
Bro, I just saw they loaded like Titanic. Premiere.
Yes.
I thought it was a new one. So I'm clicking on it. I see
you know what I do? I always go, when you click on it,
and tell you the whole description.
Yeah, I look at the date.
I wasn't paying attention.
When it says 2019 or 2000, I'm like, oh yeah.
You know how you about to start a movie, but you want to warm up your food?
Oh yeah.
And you like, I'm coming to hit play. I came back and hit play. I'm like, this is Leo. Is this an AI Leo? Is this a... Yeah, exactly. Yeah, it's crazy, but world premiere. Y'all remember 106 in Park? Y'all remember 106 in Park when they used to say? It's crazy how technology has made people so impatient because back then you could not watch a new video unless you was on 106 in Park and it said
MTV.
World premiere. Premiere.
MTV.
Now it's a new Beyonce, her new Halo song, and everybody was tuned in. They was at 106 at Park watching it. But in the performances, you remember when Genuine was on the stretcher and they tried to bring him back to life? I knew he was doing something. He was before he got on stage. Allegedly. Yeah. and you could tell now that we know how behind the scenes work. They already told him that there's nothing wrong with Genuine. Just act surprised. And they put him out on the gurney.
Oh no, I'm coming.
And they put him in the front of the stage, and it was like, we don't know what's going on. And they over there trying to resuscitate him. And then Genuine was already a dancer, right? As soon as they did it the third time, he just get up and started doing all his break dancing. I was like, this dude, whatever he bumped before he got on that gurney, he got him all the energy that he needs.
Had that heartbeat.
Yeah. Are there any rappers or artists out there that were kind of dominating back then when we were watching 106 that you don't see anymore? No, that you don't see anymore.
Oh, yeah, Bow Wow.
I think Bow Wow did this to himself.
Bow Wow and
the Bow Wow challenge and him lying and saying that he's this and he's that. Sometimes you have to let your legacy just speak for itself. Everybody knows that he was a childhood legend. He had people. He did something that I hadn't seen since Michael Jackson.
What?
He had girls in the mall chasing him. I know B2K kind of did that, but Bow Wow was his own self. Which one? Omarion? J Bud.
Oh, I was always more of an immature fan than B2K fan though.
But they weren't out at the same time.
No, just for a smidge.
Immature was
for a smidge, but immature, yeah,
because they all call themselves brothers. Even though I think they're
because I damn sure did think Omarion and what you call it? Is it Batman? Marcus Hughes? Yeah, I thought they were related for real.
And Omarion and Janae Aiko's sister, they have a child together. So Janae Aiko's older sister.
Which one?
And Omarion.
Wait, which older sister? It must be the older sister.
No, that one that you're thinking about.
I can't. Really?
Look it up.
She was single the last time I checked.
They have the baby's old. The child is like.
Oh, you must be talking about the older sister.
Yeah, that one.
Okay, I was talking about the middle sister.
No.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, Hollywood is just Hollywood. Like, how did Omarion?
And they all look alike.
Yeah.
The Janae Aiko family, they all look alike.
They age well too.
Yeah.
I don't know what milk they drinking, what cereal they eating, but if they can.
I think their mom is Asian and their dad is black.
Yeah, I think their dad is like. I don't know. Every time I see him, he reminds me of Drake's dad. They kind of look alike. They have those really thick mustaches that you can hide your car in. You can park your car in those mustache. And
that's that 80s flow.
They don't want to leave the 80s. So we talked about Andre 3000, right?
Yeah.
And the fact that people were upset at his album. The flute album that pissed a lot of people off.
To be honest, I kind of enjoyed that album. I'm dead serious. I really did. Maybe because I grew up listening to jazz. This is what I mean when
I say every time you walk in the studio, we got to drug test you.
For real. Maybe because I listened to jazz when I was younger. Mm-hmm. I'm used to listening to stuff like that.
We still got to
but it was decent. It was decent. It's something that I could it's something that I could pop in if I'm working and I have to do some stuff. I can listen to that while I'm working.
This nigga.
Just because the dude was playing a flute, that's what makes it.
It's something I can hear when I'm going into like a store and they just playing it so you can get the hell out of there because you're so bored.
No, I didn't think it was that bad.
Can you imagine Jay-Z doing that?
So, but the only reason you're saying is that bad is because it's Andre 3000.
Of course, that's the only reason I'm saying that bad. If he was a guy that was releasing,
the two people that were saying we are always critiquing people.
Mm-hmm.
Look, what's happening now?
Don't confuse criticizing somebody with being disappointed. Don't confuse that. I'm disappointed.
Oh, but you're still criticizing.
No,
you just said
I've never even heard any of the songs. So how am I criticizing it?
So then, how are you going to?
Because I know for a fact it's a fluke album.
So if you've never heard it, then how are you talking bad about the album?
I didn't say I'm talking bad. I said I'm disappointed. Stop trying to make it seem like I'm dissing him. I could be disappointed in the fact that
you just got on me because I said I actually like the album.
Yeah.
So what do you? So in other words, I said the album was actually good.
You said you like jazz music.
Oh, so
what is Andre 3000? A rapper.
Okay,
that's why I'm disappointed, bro.
So a rapper.
That's why I just asked, can you imagine Jay-Z doing this?
So wait, so because he's a rapper, he can't experience other things.
Experience or experiment?
Experience.
And if he's experiencing anything, that doesn't give me the right to still not be disappointed.
But you're giving this guy a hard time.
I'm not giving him any hard time.
And you're saying you're disappointed for something that you've never even heard.
Yes, because I know it's not him rapping. I like the way he raps.
But you can just say, hey, I wish he was rapping in the album.
That's what I'm
to say that you're disappointed in the because he made a flute album?
Yes. Yes. You know how many people
you never heard it?
You know how many people were disappointed when Lil Wayne made a country song? So don't put this in the fact that I'm trying to.
Okay, so that means you guys would be disappointed because Beyonce coming out with a country album.
Exactly, the song's already come out.
But you listened to it.
Exactly.
So if you listened to it and you were disappointed, there's a difference between listening to something and being disappointed and never even hearing something and just saying you're disappointed.
That 3 Stacks did a flute album, and I'm going to stand on that.
Okay.
I could still say the same thing if Jay-Z did a pop album. I would be disappointed because when I listen to Jay-Z, I want to listen to him rap. That's simple. Would you be disappointed if you saw who's your favorite basketball player right now? Kyrie?
I really don't have one.
Just pick one, bro. It's like 50 of them.
Shit.
Embiid? Giannis?
Yeah, just say Giannis.
Giannis? Okay. Who's your favorite soccer player? Because I know you follow your soccer team.
I would say Jude Bellingham. I would say Jude Bellingham right now.
Okay. And he's on the Real Madrid team.
Yes.
Imagine you are a diehard fan of him, and he said he's leaving football to go play tennis. Would you be disappointed, yes or no?
If he said right now?
Right now.
Oh, right now?
Just yes or no?
Yeah, okay, yeah.
That's how I felt about one of my great favorite rappers.
But if
let me finish.
Okay, go ahead.
Go ahead. Because I just took the same analogy of a great soccer player he wants to give up all of that and go try something else. And you're like, bro, you're great at this. Let me finish. And then you're like, I don't even want to listen to it.
Oh no, I'm not going to do that. That's the difference. That's the difference. I will see how good he is. I will honestly see how good he is.
You're saying it's just
no. I'm dead serious. The same way I used to love soccer player. Same way I used to love Michael Jordan. Same way I used to love Michael Jordan. When he left, I was like, damn, he really left. I watched him play baseball.
What team did he play?
He played for that. I'm trying. It was because it's a Division II.
What basketball team?
It was a Division. It was a Division II. It wasn't a major league.
It doesn't have to be major league for you to remember the name.
No, I really don't. It was. I remember. It was gray and black.
What baseball team did Deion Sanders play for?
For what baseball team? Oh, I can't. I don't know.
The Braves.
Oh yeah, I can't remember.
Yeah,
I didn't watch Deion Sanders play for the Braves.
But you watched Michael Jordan play baseball.
Yes, because I was more enthralled with Michael Jordan than I was with Deion Sanders.
Well, but you still were watching basketball because
I was still watching basketball. Yeah, but it doesn't mean But I can honestly say I was disappointed in Michael Jordan playing baseball because after I saw him play, I was like, okay, bro, maybe you should just stick to basketball. But I at least watched him. If he was great at it,
and I would say that
I would be like,
you have every right to check out and prove to yourself that he's good at this or he's not good at this. But for me, I'm still going to
when you explain it, I understand you saying you're disappointed. I get that.
Not that there's no criticizing it because I could listen to it and I'd be like, it sounds decent, but I'm still disappointed that this man. Go back and listen to Hey Y'all, Bombs Over Baghdad. I'm sorry, Miss Jackson. And we were talking with our sound engineer about, maybe he doesn't want to rap because time has changed and he's no longer in that community that kind of inspired the lyrics that he was spitting back then, right? Because as rappers have gone on, what do you hear rappers rap about now? Is it not the same old?
Yeah, the same thing.
Sound engineer made this.
It's the same thing. I mean, it's all rappers. It's nothing different. Nobody.
Don't put J. Cole in that category.
Okay, maybe like J. Cole, Kendrick, Ralph.
Would you put 21 Savage in there? 21. Would you put him in that same like category as like Kodak?
Yeah, but his music, I'll say he raps about the same thing, but his music is more catchier than the rest of them. Like you can actually like come out with a song and you be like, all right, it's actually
I got
I can
1,
jam
2,
this.
3,
Yeah, I
4,
could jam with
5,
this.
6, 7, 8
But he's still
in my
rapping about
bank
the same
account.
thing that everybody else
In my
rapping about.
bank account.
I mean, but I'll say J. Cole, I'll say Kendrick, I'll say
That's pretty much it.
no, there's some other ones. There's a group that's called oh my gosh, what's the name of this group?
Rod Wave, you're right. Even Roddy Ricch. I look at some of the demise of some of these artists that were actually on every radio station and how they're no longer even being played. The Baby comes to mind. At one point, The Baby was everywhere.
Well, I mean,
Not Lil
he's
Baby.
been in trouble, but he's been in and out of trouble though. Yeah, you can't.
Once you did what now?
Yeah, I mean he's been in a lot of he's been in and out because of situations he's been in. That's why I mean even the same thing goes with Chris
Kodak.
Brown.
I think
Chris Brown, the reason
Kodak.
why Chris Brown wasn't in the NBA All-Star thing was because because what some sponsor that was sponsoring the NBA Celebrity All-Star thing didn't want him to be a part of it.
Because of what? Because of Rihanna?
Yeah, because of the Rihanna thing. Yeah.
It's almost 20 years ago. I hear Jay-Z still has a chokehold over him. And Jay-Z calls allegedly. We're alive, so I don't want us to get sued. We don't have anything anyway.
Yeah.
We live out of our posh.
Here you
I hear that.
He put it
I also
on Instagram story. He had the letter of the NBA telling him, "Hey, we're congratulating you for being a part of the Celebrity All-Star." And the next thing you know, he already had his the jersey whatever ready. And the next thing you know, boom, they informed him and say, "Hey, unfortunately, we can't have you a part of it." So I mean, yeah.
Is Coast Contra
Coast Contra, that's the group. That's the group.
That's
Yes.
what Stefan just said in the comments.
Yes, Coast Contra.
What's happening Mantra, what's happening Stefan, what's happening DD. Kevy Kev is
So I mean,
a day one person.
Depending on who you are, you may not. It has. And they were in the but he wasn't even
if
here.
you actually read the transcript of what happened,
they were fighting.
He wasn't even the aggressor. But she is a woman, so
hey to Brad, how you doing?
Yeah.
And it was a fight. It wasn't what people were saying. So yeah. I've been wondering why I haven't seen him in any All-Star games because the dude could ball. The dude could play basketball. I'm not gonna front with you.
I'm gonna give somebody like that has been able to remain this relevant in the game for this long, even while being blackballed, is amazing. Because a lot of people that came in the game while he was in the game, they've fallen off. But Chris Brown is still pushing.
Yeah.
Although
I mean, he still has loyal fans, no matter what. Like there are people that have forgiven him for that incident, and there are people that were even through that incident, they were still rocking with him.
Okay.
So
I think in the past 10 years, if you were talking about maybe the top 5 most relevant pop or rappers out there, Drake will be number 1. I think Chris Brown is up there.
You said rappers though.
Rappers are pop.
Oh, okay.
Because Drake also does pop songs.
Yeah.
Right. But if you're looking at for the past 10, 15 years, who's been relevant, who hasn't fallen off or lost like a beat, Chris Brown, he releases, he's been relevant. He hasn't fallen off. Because if you go back and listen to a lot of these R&B artists that were there when he was out there, Trey Songz isn't really buzzing like he was.
Well, he's going through. I think he's going through some stuff with.
But Chris Brown goes through stuff too. But he's still
no. But he's not going with Chris Brown. I mean, what Trey Songz going through.
The allegations.
Those allegations. Yeah. Those some serious allegations.
Yeah, there are too many.
Yeah, those some serious allegations.
My wife said you're supposed to believe once Keke Palmer, because Keke Palmer has been the one sounding the alarm. And
I believed when this female basketball player, her name is like they're twins. It's Dylan and Coda, I think.
I know what you're talking about.
Yeah, they used to play for LV. If I said it, then forgive me. But yeah, one of them said that he did something to her, allegedly did something to her. That's when I was like, oh yeah, this has to really be true.
No, I think after I heard the third or fourth story, I said this is true.
No, she came out. She was like the third or fourth person to come out.
She might have been the third or fourth. Yeah, maybe.
Yeah, she was like so she wasn't the first person. I think wasn't Kiki the first person?
No.
Who was the first person?
He settled.
Oh, it was not a celebrity. It was a non-celebrity. Okay. So I mean, ugh. So I think that's the main reason he's not been relevant lately is because of that.
I think he's still relevant. He's just being back. But there's a difference between not being relevant and
Trey. You mean Trey?
Yes, Chris Brown.
No, I'm not talking about Chris Brown. I'm talking about Trey Songz.
Oh no, Trey Songz.
I said that's why he's
Well,
relevant.
even our black community have started to, it's a lot of smoke coming from where from the room. So it's something got to be true.
You could doubt when it's like one person.
Mm-hmm.
I may give you two, but when you got like. Yeah, when you got like 3, 4, 5, 6 people coming at you, I was like, oh yeah.
Yeah, I agree with you. It's like there's only so many people you can settle out of court before you broke.
I mean, you may not find it because I think he might have taken that was Friday, or Thursday, one of the two where he posted that. So I don't know if you'll see it again.
Yeah, that's true. But Shade Room posts like 30,000 a day.
Yeah,
so it's gonna take about 5 years before you get there. Yeah.
Yeah, because when I saw that, I was like, dang, that's kind of messed up. Like it would be different, like if you never even invited him, but you invited him and then you said, sorry, but one of our spots, I think it was Ruffles.
Mm.
It was Ruffles.
Exactly what you're doing.
Yeah, they want those. They want that Ruffle money. They want that Ruffle money. Yep.
They said, Breezy, we're gonna need you to run.
Breezy should be. I'm not gonna lie. Breezy should be played in the Celebrity NBA game.
Breezy had a performance on the BET Awards when Michael Jackson had passed away.
Epic. That was epic.
It was beyond epic, bro. And he cried.
It was epic.
And I do take it back because we had that discussion last week.
About who's the better dancer? Okay, thank you.
I want I took the time to do some research, call some scientists to come over and break it down, and they said Usher can never do this. He can't do this.
Bro, he can break because Chris Brown could do any type of dance you want Chris Brown to do. He can do it. If he doesn't know how to do it, he'll learn.
This is how I knew. I watched Chris Brown pay tribute to Michael, and I watched Usher pay tribute to Michael, and I saw how both of them moved. Chris Brown was on all Chris Brown needed was a wig because Michael Jackson had the long hair because he had the hat on, and the BET performance when he was coming out, you didn't really see the face. You only saw that because Chris Brown had the hat down. Yeah. But you knew it was Chris Brown and Chris Brown was
they announced it too.
Yeah, and then when he did again, Michael Jackson's favorite song, Gonna Make a Change. Yeah. That's when his voice. Yes. And I do believe that he was also.
Is they married now?
To ASAP?
No, I knew they were dating. I didn't know they were married though.
They probably went to court and did it.
Oh. Yeah.
He's a man. He's a man.
I can't even.
Let me ask you a question.
That woman. I think she has the best, transition, when it comes to an artist. She went straight from artist, retired from music, and became a billionaire.
She never said she retired from music. They say they're still waiting on
that woman is not making no more music. If she comes back to perform, she performing Umbrella and Diamonds That's it. That's all she performing. What you saw at the Super Bowl, that's what she performing.
Can we all agree that Rihanna can't really sing?
Yeah, she's
so she did her thing and she went into business. Her stepping stone was to get this money. There we go. And she's one of those girls that a lot of men kind of have to remind women that's what we like, the natural. She didn't get this done. She didn't get that done. I always say if there's anything she got done, I think it's her forehead.
No, that forehead still. That forehead.
Okay, so
it still protrudes.
She just knows
It
how
still
to. Because when I see her now, she doesn't really.
I think because the baby weight. When you look at her with baby weight, it might even the
that
cheeks.
work video. She has two versions of them. There's one with her and Drake in the club. She has on like a fishnet type dress, and she's dancing on Drake, and Drake is like losing the shit. And there's another one where Drake is like sitting down on the sofa.
Is it like in a? Is it like a? Oh, and she's
yes,
exactly.
I remember that one. I remember. And Drake was making it like Drake was doing this shit before Usher was because Drake was in the.
But she was single though.
Hell yeah.
Usher be going out to marry women.
But Usher got married Usher married.
He did get married at the Super Bowl.
He said he had. You know what he told his wife? Because I think his wife has to be like 65 or.
Yeah, she's older. She's older. Okay. Lucky for him, I think he had another kid, right?
You know, I don't think he's having any more kids. But what I'm trying to say is that Usher's wife, when Usher told his wife what he was planning on doing, she probably didn't really understand. She said, "Go ahead." And then when she saw it, she was like, "Usher Raymond."
He been doing that.
You're in timeout.
He been doing that since what do you call it? His residency.
Yes.
He been doing that since.
But
why is it always the married women?
Who else was married?
Oh, or they're in a relationship. They're all in a relationship. They are all the women that he goes after.
Blame Usher, not the women.
When you say what?
We're going to blame Usher and not the women.
No, it takes two to tango. So yes,
we're going to blame both.
But why does Usher have to initiate the trouble?
He's gonna try his luck.
Why?
He a dog. Roof. No, but we were having this discussion before we went on air, and it has to come down to the maturity of who you're dating.
I don't think it's
Alicia Keys is a performer. She's not just a regular person that they brought off stage.
But I still think that there's a difference between being immature because they.
Let me bust your bubble right quick.
Go ahead.
What would happen if Alicia Keys was performing a song and one of her backup dancers was doing that to her?
You said what?
What if Alicia Keys was performing one of her songs? Because Alicia Keys can have backup dancers, right?
Alicia Keys, but she's not going to be performing with her backup dancers.
Why not? She has songs that are pop.
Alicia Keys does not do any. Bro, Alicia Keys sits her fine behind.
She doesn't have every song where it's like that. That's
Alicia Keys sits her fine behind behind that piano.
You haven't seen all Alicia Keys music video.
Okay, you show
her on tour.
Okay,
so you trying to tell me
that Alicia Keys be dancing?
Hold on, you trying to tell me when Alicia Keys goes on tour, all she's
have you ever seen Alicia Keys dance?
Love Affairs, the one with Beyonce, she did
dance. Oh, I gotta go look that up.
And don't go just by the music.
I gotta
video.
go look up.
Go and watch.
No,
it on
I'm
tour.
going. I'm going to go.
And when she's on tour.
I'm going to look up dancing.
Her backup dancers, and her backup dancers be dancing on it.
I'm going to look up dancing because I don't see.
When
I don't
Janet
picture
Jackson pulled that male from the stage and she was grinding on him. But when it's the other way around.
No, Janet Jackson wasn't married then.
When Destiny
Janet Jackson was not married when she did
when Destiny Child, she pulled Terrence Howard, and they were grinding on him. They put him on seats and they was giving him lap dances.
Who?
Destiny's Child to Terrence Howard, Magic Johnson, and somebody else. I think Nelly was probably the third one.
I never saw that. This is new to me.
Yeah. Terrence Howard has been married to that Asian lady. Exactly.
I don't keep.
He thinks in this box.
No, he's not thinking. I just said I have not seen the video.
Yeah, but you also you headlighted this whole debate by saying that Usher. Yeah, you also said there's nothing wrong with if you have standards.
Yes, if you have an issue with what happened, that does not make you immature, nor does that make you insecure. You just have a sense of you have a certain way of living. You have a certain expectation that you have from your partner.
You're also not understanding that a performer is not a regular person. So when you're performing, hold on. Okay. When you're performing, it's no different than when Jay-Z had to see Beyonce kiss somebody on that movie she did. What's that movie she was in? The horrible movie she was with Idris Elba? Obsessed.
Okay.
She kissed Idris Elba.
Okay. And
she knew that was the only movie she was going to do.
Just like Swiss Beats had no issue with it. Jay-Z may not have an issue with it.
Okay.
But does not make but if somebody else was in that situation and they had an issue with the perfect example, Keke Palmer's baby daddy.
Mhm.
He had an issue with what happened with Usher.
Yes.
That does not make him immature. How he handled it made him
Also proving my
immature.
point is Kiki's Palmer's boyfriend. Hold on.
What is it broke having to do with it? What is broke having to do with it?
Listen to this. Is Keke Palmer's baby father a famous performer?
No.
Is Alicia Keys? Is Usher?
Keke is a famous.
Alicia Keys
Keke
or Usher?
But we're talking about Keke is the famous.
You're
one.
right. Is Swiss Beats famous?
Yes.
Is Alicia Keys famous?
Yes.
Is Usher famous?
Yes.
Keke Palmer?
Yes.
Keke Palmer's husband or baby daddy?
Well, now he is, but no. But
He's
in that sense, yeah.
That's why he was so insecure. He's not used to.
You see, that's the problem.
Bro,
it does not make it
regular. Bro, you know what?
It does not just because somebody does not approve of a certain act does not make them immature.
And I'm telling you that it does.
It's how you handle it that makes it immature. Not the fact that you feel a certain way. So in other words, he should not have any feelings about what's going on.
He should understand his wife is a performer.
But he should not have any feelings about.
He did not need to marry her.
Okay, so if the shoe is on the other foot in any other circumstances, we should not
Usher's
we should not.
Usher's wife saw him do that. Usher's married. He did it in front of his wife. Oh, she didn't say anything. So why are we giving this whole thing on Usher?
But we're talking because that's who's involved in it.
But he's married.
Well, now he's married. He wasn't married at that time, bro.
Okay, but that was his fiance at that time.
Yes.
So that's still the same commitment. If you're going to marry somebody that's your fiance.
Fiance and wife are two different things.
I didn't say they were the same thing.
You said
you're committed to. You engaged somebody to be your wife.
Yes.
Right? So you're going to have the same standards as you did before.
No, you should have the same standards even before you even get engaged, to be honest with you. But the thing is this, just because a person feels a certain, because now what you're saying is that it's bad for him to, like I said, how he handled the whole situation, immaturity. But the fact that he feels a certain way about a situation does not make somebody immature. Because just because you feel a certain way, you should.
Thank you, Yolanda. This is business. Insecurity has no purpose in the entertainment industry. If you have to be very secure with who you are and secure with your spouse, that's all I'm trying to paint to you, bro. But that when you watch movies, do you know why Gabrielle Union does not act anymore? Wade does not like men touching his wife. Name the last Gabrielle Union movie. I'll wait. And that movie she did was her and her daughter.
No, she has her daughter. She had one that came out recently. Because she just did a movie. Yes.
Is in theaters.
Perfect Fine.
I'm talking about her.
She was
a mainstream.
She's the main character.
She wrote that movie.
But it's
her production. I'm talking about a movie that she was casted in, and her role was though. Like her role, you knew where I was going.
No, you just said what movie has she been in,
bro? When you used to watch Gabrielle Union, okay, I'm changing it. Yes, I am. I'm admitting I'm changing it.
Okay, then.
It's a movie she wrote, so she gets to dictate what she's going to do. Thank you. The movie she was doing before, she had to have bra scenes, her panty scenes. She was making out with people.
And actors,
Wade was not secure in that.
That doesn't.
He didn't. He said that does not make
that does. But does that make him insecure? So because you don't want to see your wife have out in the public. So the fact that you don't want your wife to be half nude for the rest of the world to see.
Yes.
You don't want other guys.
What is her profession?
That does not make you insecure, bro.
No, I'm asking you. I didn't ask you. I asked you, what is her profession?
Acting. But not all acting scenes you have to have sex in, or not all acting scenes.
Now you're trying to say like Gabrielle Union wasn't a sex symbol for us. So yes, a lot of her scenes were sex. A lot of her scenes were sex symbols.
But we're talking about her.
Halle Berry.
We're talking about her being a wife. We're not talking about her when she's single. Those are two different situations.
Gabrielle has been married before. She's been engaged. She's had relationships before. When she got with Wade,
maybe those guys did not mind
because they were also actors. So
all of the guys that she was with were actors.
The guys that she was in a relationship. Go back.
All the guys.
Because the one and look it up, bro. Stop trying to ask me. I'm asking the same question like 4 times.
Yes, because I'm
the same guys. Go back and research it. The people that Gabrielle was dating were in the industry. They weren't athletes. They weren't regular people. They were in the industry, so they knew. What you're doing here is strictly work. I'm not going to be insecure about this because guess what? I'm doing the exact same thing.
My whole point is, just because you feel a certain way, doesn't make you insecure.
There's this white actor. He has piercing. I wish I could. He always plays the bad guy, and he said it. He said, people always wonder why I always play the bad guy, and I don't have a wife. I don't have this. I don't do that. It's because I made a promise to my wife that I'm not going to go into Hollywood and make you feel a certain way. And that certain way did include insecurity, because when you're out there and you're making out with this very, very beautiful person, it's going to make your wife feel insecure. That is a natural feeling that every human being goes through. You're married right now. Your wife is an actress, right? Mm-hmm. And then you have to watch your wife on screen get the business by Idris Elba. Mm-hmm. And the whole world is talking about that. And you're saying, because I'm not insecure, I'm not going to feel any type of way. That's just my wife performing. Or I have standards. I do feel a certain way. She should not be doing that. Like I said, we don't have to be on the same page. But I'm telling you right now that if you are trying to say that men that see their wives on stage that are already performers, Usher and Alicia Keys have been performing for at least 20 years. At least 15 years, right? So they have done that My Boo song on so many planets. They've gone to different countries, they've gone to different arenas, and they've done that song. She's been married to Swizz Beatz for at least 7 to 10 years. She's been married to him. Swizz Beatz has also performed, and I bet you girls have grinded on him. Mm-hmm. Alicia Keys don't care. Alicia Keys don't care. When you're a performer, there's an understanding. When you're insecure about the performance,
because you see, and that's the issue. You're making it seem, because insecurity is a negative connotation. So you're telling me just because a person has a certain standard that they have for their partner, mm-hmm. that makes them insecure. Mm-hmm. Or maybe that just means that they have a certain standard. Having standards do not make you insecure.
This is the problem I'm having with
insecure.
You. This is the problem I'm having with you. She agrees, I agree, and the comments agree what I'm saying. Let's read Yolanda's comment, another one. Yes, it does. It makes you very insecure. It's right there. She's saying this. So, and I understand that you probably don't see it, but I want you to understand that if you were a renowned rapper right now and you've been married for 5 years and you did a song with Nicki Minaj, I don't want to use Nicki Minaj because I know you don't have any type of attraction towards it, Kelly Rowland. You did a song with Kelly, mm-hmm. and you know how Kelly performs her song. She's very sultry. Mm-hmm. She's just like Rihanna. She'll come up here and grind on you. Mm-hmm. Your wife is not going to feel any type of way?
Well, if my wife was going to feel a type of way, I wouldn't do it.
So you lose out on all that money because they booked you to come perform.
If my wife, if I talk to my wife says, I don't feel comfortable with this because I just don't trust the whole situation.
And she does that over and over again.
No, we'll have a discussion once.
No. Because I told you, My Boo is a song that's been played so many times and it performed so many times.
Once we have the discussion, we will not have to have that discussion.
And that's what I just said. Again. So you would never do that song with Kelly Rowland because you don't want her dancing on you.
Or we don't have to do the whole dancing on each other part. It's that simple.
Insecurity, and he doesn't see it that way. He sees it as having standards.
Standards
with performers, or you take the standard and when you're a performer and they don't mix. That's why kissing and having sex in movies happen. And people always say, couldn't be me. You're right, it couldn't be you. Because you're insecure over the fact that they're not even really having sex. When Usher was doing what he was doing with Alicia Keys, what was so wrong or so whatever? And I know what you're about to say. So you'd be okay if they did that to your wife? If that was my wife and my wife was a performer and she was performing with Usher and that's what happened, bro, it's not like I went through her phone and I saw that her and Usher were trying to hook up after the show. It's not like I went through her phone and I seen that.
Because I just want to read the definition of it from what I've seen.
This boy went all the way back to the...
Yes.
He went to the encyclopedia.
Not confident or assured, uncertain,
yes,
and anxious.
Yes, you're anxious. You're anticipating that this situation that you're doing right now, I don't trust it.
No, it might not be I don't trust it. It might just be I'm not comfortable. Why can't that?
Jasmine's another person. Let me read.
Why can't that not be?
Jamie says then you're married to the wrong person, right? Because she says you're married to the wrong person, Mo. She should respect your art, your profession, and your dream. I don't I don't get why you don't see that. Okay, so you know how they have cheerleaders, right?
Mm-hmm.
And some of the cheerleaders are men, and they're the ones that are responsible for catching the women. You don't think they're touching on some places that a man that's married to one of those cheerleaders are not going to be okay with? They're touching everything. When they're landing, you touch their butt, you touch their boobs, you touch their waist.
Mm-hmm. And they may be comfortable with that.
They're secure in the fact that, let's just go ahead and bet this right now.
I'm just saying, there's a difference between
like everybody here in the comments.
Because I'm just saying that it doesn't necessarily mean that they're insecure.
It does.
No, it doesn't. Why can't it just be I'm not comfortable?
You're unsure.
No,
you're
I'm
anxious.
saying you're putting words in my. I said
and you're not understanding the whole definition.
I said uncomfortable.
Yes. So why are you uncomfortable? Let's break it down. Why are you uncomfortable?
Because it doesn't. Because I'm trying to think of a word. Because it hasn't happened to me, so I'm trying to think of when I say uncomfortable. The word means I just don't feel.
I want you to imagine yourself being married 10 years and your wife is grinding on some or a male performer touching your wife's butt. Why are you uncomfortable? And she's a performer and he's a performer. Why are you uncomfortable? Explain to the people.
I'm uncomfortable because I don't like the perception that it gives off.
What perception? That two performers are performing?
No, I just don't like the situation that's going on.
What is the situation?
The situation of the whole feeling. I don't like the perfect
feeling. What's the feeling?
No, I said of the whole feeling on each other. But do I have
brothers going?
Are you telling me that?
It's not giving me a correct answer.
No, I just said it. I said I don't like the feeling of. I don't like the perception of what it gives off of the.
Yes, and that's what makes me.
Everybody cares. Okay, let's be real. Everybody cares about what other people think.
Not everybody.
Everybody cares about people. Everybody cares.
People that are secure.
That is part of life. Everybody cares.
People that are secure.
Everybody cares what other people think. Let's be real. Let's not even fake. To some degree, we all care about what other people think. Because if we did not care about
secure, then that care just brushes away.
No, because it doesn't always just brush away. Because you also have to think about. Because a lot of people just don't think on a surface level. Some people think about things deeper
because they're insecure.
No, perfect example. Okay, perfect example. When guys, certain guys, I don't know all guys, but certain guys that end up dating, let's say strippers or OnlyFans models, and they say, hey, I don't think we should be doing this. I don't think you should be doing this anymore. Because there are guys that do that once they know what they're getting themselves into when they go after these women. But then when they try to wife these women up or start dating them, they're like, hey, why don't you cut back from that? You know?
Insecure.
Or maybe because they know what the image of it will bring onto them.
No, they're
even
Jay-Z sees Beyonce's ass cheeks out at every concert.
Facts.
And that's what I'm saying.
And men has touched on his wife's ass cheeks.
And what happened to those men?
They're still there. They're called the backup dancers.
Oh no, because I was actually talking about because when you just said
she gave Terrence Howard the lap dance. She's still married, bro.
Yes, and guys,
Jay-Z doesn't feel any type of way because Jay-Z's a performer too.
Some guys may
Jamie wants
to
ask you a question. You're right. Denzel doesn't kiss white women. That's not a security or insecurity. That's his preference.
And that's just owed to the black women.
Exactly. He owes the black women that. And I applaud him for that. Jamie said, go ahead. Yeah, he says that a multiple. Jamie says that, let me ask you a question, Mo. You have $1 billion, which is life-changing, to help your community. To help your community deal with you. But you meet your wife at the strip club.
Mm-hmm.
Do you bring your wife to any of these meetings?
Do I bring her to any of these meetings?
Yeah, the strip club that people know her from. Mm-hmm. You've met her.
Would I bring her to any of if I wifed her? No.
Why?
Because I know what people are going to perceive when they're
insecure. Because now that she's become your wife, in your mind, everybody's thinking about having sex with her, right? That's insecure. You know,
you don't want people staring at your wife undressing her with their eyes.
Wouldn't they do that regardless? Aren't we men? Men do that regardless.
Yes, but let's be real. Let's be real. There are certain levels. If your wife is an attorney,
and she got a fatty.
Let's just say she's an attorney.
She got a fatty. Is that part of the conversation?
I didn't put that in the conversation. Okay. I'm just saying she's an attorney. You bring her in. You introduce your wife. The first thing the guys aren't going to do is just say, "Oh shit, man, I seen her."
Depends on what she has on.
If we're in a business meeting,
that's not the question Jamie asked you, but
because I'm getting.
Jamie even said it. That's not the question. You do this a lot. When the question is directed,
I just said.
You said no, right?
I said no.
And the reason
that was the question.
Because of what other people are thinking.
Or
when you allow other people's thoughts to penetrate your thinking, you're insecure.
Okay.
I didn't say you don't entertain it, but when you actually allow it.
So that means so we're all insecure.
To some degree, we can all be.
Well, okay.
But some people could take that insecurity, take it off, and
no, we're all insecure. That means every single one of us
is a feeling. Just like everybody can be happy, everybody can be sad. So yes, everybody can feel insecure.
But it goes in
exactly. But
the difference.
If me and my wife went out right now, she wore something that was revealing, right? But we were supposed to meet at the restaurant, and we get to the restaurant. I see what she has, and I'm like, nope, we got to go back home. Why did you wear this? Right? I'm insecure.
Or you don't because you like I said you have
already dressing thinking about me in mind. Who else was she thinking about?
Okay, and also this
when Alicia Keys had on her bodysuit.
Because at the same time you're not bringing up a celebrity situation. You're bringing up a normal situation, right?
Insecurity can happen too.
No, I'm just saying you're bringing up a normal situation, right?
Yeah.
Okay, so the normal situation, like I said, not every situation means insecure. If you tell your girl, say, "Hey, I don't think you should wear that," it's not because you're insecure.
And I'm here to tell you, I've never had that conversation with any girl.
I'm not saying you are.
Secure.
I'm saying that if a guy says that, it doesn't mean that you're insecure.
It does.
You want me to tell you why?
Right.
Because some guys understand. Some guys understand how other guys think. And think that if my girl goes out there in public, I don't know, and I'm not there with her to protect her, guys may try to do some messed up things.
That can happen.
Which can happen.
If your girl dresses and she's not disrespecting you based on what she's wearing.
No, we're talking about, but we're not talking about disrespecting. I'm just talking about there are certain situations that if you say to your girl, "Hey,"
you are dead stuck on not understanding or agreeing what insecurity is.
But I don't know. I'm not disagreeing. I'm saying that every situation doesn't mean that you are insecure.
And give me one.
I'm trying.
This one right here, it is insecurity.
So if you say, "Okay, I don't want you to go out in that," why? It's not because I'm insecure. It's because I know how other guys.
Why are you worried about the other guys?
Because
she wore it for you.
Let me finish,
please.
Okay. Some guys think to the extreme.
They're insecure.
No, let me get the example out.
Please.
But you keep interrupting me. So
I don't. I just say they're insecure.
But
we got 5 more minutes.
Let me finish.
Please.
If you say, "Okay, I don't think you should wear that because, hey, these guys out here are really sick. Some of them are very, very sick. Some of them will do things that should not be done." And for example, the sick SA. For perfect example, does that mean you're insecure because you're trying to protect somebody from you're thinking about a protection type of thing where you're saying, "Hey,
when you're going out
anything can happen,"
and you with your man and whatever you wear.
I didn't say that's that. You see, you're adding things. I said out by yourself. She's out by herself. I'm not.
Where did she go by herself?
Go out with her friends.
That's what I just said. If she's leaving the house with her man and she's going to go meet up with her girls, she's going to meet up with her girls.
But you said leave with me.
I said leave the house
with her man.
I didn't say that. She's leaving the house, right? With her man's at home. She's leaving to meet up with her friends. Listen, she leaves the house and she says, "All right, babe, I'm leaving." And your man can see what you have on is revealing, right? Your man has 2 things he's going to say. "Baby, be careful out there," right? Or, "I'm not comfortable with what you're wearing." Yes or no? Okay. When he says, "I'm not comfortable with what you're wearing," it's because he's insecure that the fact that once you leave the house, something's going to happen. Why are you tying the fact that women that are dressed a certain way don't get SA'd versus somebody that leaves the house wearing leggings and wearing a long...
That's not what I said. I said what's going through his mind, and that might be the reason why. That might be the reason why he doesn't want you to leave like that.
Okay,
is because he may be thinking that, oh, if I'm not there with her, anything can happen. Not because he's insecure about what you have on.
Where are her friends going to be when she's getting SA'd?
Bro, that's what I'm
asking a question. Where are my friends going to be when she's getting SA'd?
I don't know.
Because you said she's going to be by herself.
I don't know where she's going to be.
Her friends are just going to let her get SA'd.
Because I'm not there. I don't know what's happening.
Yes, but a secure man knows that my girl is going to be with her friends, right? My girl has her pepper spray. My girl knows how to handle herself. If my girl senses trouble, she knows how to get out of trouble, regardless of what she's wearing. My thought process also is SAs happen to women regardless of what they're wearing.
That's not what I said. That's not what I said.
If she's leaving the house, I don't know if she's going to get SA'd because of what she has on.
I'm saying that's what a person may be thinking.
How are you thinking for a person and not yourself?
No, don't worry.
Jamie, Stefan, our sound engineer, they all agree that it's insecurity.
Okay.
And I really want you to work on that. Because I know you're not insecure at all.
No. That means I'm highly insecure.
I know. Because I know you're the least insecure person.
I'm not changing that one. No, I'm not the least insecure person. I would not want my wife doing certain things that
your wife will not be Alicia Keys. Your wife will not be an actress.
I'm saying period.
Your wife will not be a performer.
It's not about.
Well, that's where the whole thing comes.
That situation,
she's a normal person.
Yes, that situation, yes. But I'm saying, when I'm telling you about certain situations, like I said, just because certain people might not feel comfortable with it, does not necessarily mean insecurity.
And
it may not mean
unfortunately
immaturity.
Be the ones to tell you that it does.
Okay.
And I hate to be the one to bust your bubble.
Well, if that's the case, if that's what it is, then I'm insecure. Then
you're not,
because I would definitely be.
You're not.
I would definitely be that person. I would definitely be that person because I wouldn't feel.
Kev, why you got to bring up the gray sweatpants? Talking about women don't like when their man leaves the house with the gray sweatpants. What about the men that they don't have what the gray sweatpants is equipped to? Right?
That's not the point he's making. The point is that also insecurity.
The women that will be insecure, the men that it'll show, so they don't want other women to see that. That's what makes it insecure, bro.
So that's
yes,
okay.
It is
okay.
Yeah. And I guess maybe because I'm really aggressive, but I'm trying to teach you this, that insecurity is not this thing that makes a man less of a person. If you see your girl leaving the house and she has on a skirt that's right here, her fatty is fatting, her curves are curvaceous, and she's leaving the house, if she felt secure leaving the house that way, that means she walked past you expecting you to be secure, that nobody's going to touch you.
Well, I wouldn't be secure about that.
Yeah. Okay.
I definitely wouldn't be secure about that. Go upstairs and change. Go upstairs and change. Yes. Go upstairs and change.
Okay.
Yes.
Because everybody thinks something new out about my cousin today.
Because everybody thinks certain things can't happen to them until it happens to them.
No.
Yes.
Yes. I think that
because
bro, you're not sending your girl out there naked, and the fact that your girl walked past you and she knew that what she had on should be acceptable. I'm not talking about a woman going out and then she's wearing these Instagram model outfits. Don't get me wrong.
You just said a short skirt, bro.
A short skirt can be worn by anybody.
No, you just described to me where you had that short skirt. No.
What if she had pantyhose under there? Those Gucci pantyhose that y'all be wearing? That's a style.
I'm good.
But you're so worried about what the other men are going to undress your woman.
Because
you don't understand that when your woman is driving when your woman is driving to work, when your woman is driving to the Kroger or Publix or going to the gas station, they're already doing that.
Yeah, because
when she went on that girls trip and she was on the beach with her girls.
I agree with you. I'm insecure.
It was probably men that was taking videos of her when she was on the beach with her girls.
And that's something I don't want. Because I wouldn't want
happens regardless.
Yes,
but don't let that occupy your mind.
But
Enjoy your time with your girl.
I would not want
Enjoy your girl being a performer.
Because I would not want to see my wife's cheeks all on the internet.
You're right.
So yes,
But
I'm
if
very
you
much
are
insecure.
secure,
I'm not.
You would say every time you see those cheeks, you're like, those are my cheeks.
I'm not insecure.
I
letting
miss
you
the
know.
cheeks.
I'm letting you know right now. I'm not. I am insecure. I am very much insecure.
Before we leave, Jamie says, unless your woman got that bang bang in her purse, she'll be all right. Some men let their women leave that house with that gun, that tool on them, the mace with them, the stun gun with them. If anything goes down,
I'd rather be safe.
You know how to, bro. Safe than sorry happens the moment we wake up.
Sorry. Yeah, but
the moment we wake up.
Yes, but there are always ways. There's always ways to limit.
Let's just say Mo and your wife will not be in the. You're right. They're not going to be in the entertainment field, or she will be covered from head to toe.
Nope.
And I'm going to add to that, like the Muslims. We'll be back next week.
Yes.
We had to do this a little bit early. We got NBA we want to go watch. We got some more stuff we want to. Yeah, you're right, Kevy Kev. Mo is going to die on that hill, and I'm going to add a little remix by himself.
Yep.
I will Amazon him some. I will Amazon Prime him some water.
I am very much so insecure. I will take that to the grave.
Dreads done, but
I will take that to the grave.
Insecurity needs to be softened.
Nah, it doesn't. Because
when your wife, your girl, your fiance walks out that house.
Because if I don't care about her, I wouldn't say nothing.
No.
The fact that I love her.
This is how you know you care about her.
No. That's how I know. That's how I know I care. That's how I know I care about her.
Let me give it to you. She's walking right past. She's like, all right, babe, I'll see you in a little bit. You be like, damn, babe, you look good.
Nope, I'm lusting after her. There's a difference.
I can't wait till you get back home so I can tear that up.
That's me lusting after her.
Make sure you got the gun.
That's me lusting after her.
Make sure you got the bang bang.
That's me lusting after her.
And make sure you come back home.
I love you. I love you, and I always want to protect you. That's what I'm looking out for.
Jamie's asking for a link. We'll be back next week.
Oh yes, Jamie. Yes. Saturday next week. Inbox me to remind me, because you did ask me last week about the link. I forgot, especially because we were doing the early show because, like my cousin said, NBA. So, yes. So next week, Saturday night, just inbox me to remind me, and I'll make sure you get the link for Sunday when we do the show. Y'all be safe.
We're both insecure.
Highly.
Watch Insecure on HBO.
That's me. I'm the main character.